Hey guys, it's Darryl with Simple Living. So today we're going to be over at my dad's house. His garden that needs to be amended. Pull some weeds out and amended. Been tied up with family issues here lately and the garden had to kind of go to the wayside. So what we got to do, I went ahead and last weekend we pulled some weeds out here. We got another 3 beds that we got to go ahead and pull some more weeds out of. Then we're going to come back and amend with the perfect soil mix that you can ever put in your garden. Let's get started. Yeah, you really want to pull all this out because it's just the seeds and everything else, the roots. Sometimes some of this stuff come back alive.
Yeah.
So like here, I'm gonna try to find the root. Pull that out.
Yeah.
More so than
just stop.
At least that's my theory. Just a different angle makes it interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, these ought to come up pretty good.
And you want to, because this stuff just grows like crazy. Yeah. I don't know if this is easier or not. A little bit, yeah.
Well, it's got to come out.
Yeah, yeah. All right, Dad's got that one finished. Now this last one we got to do. Go ahead and move Mr. Owl here. Come on, Owl. You gotta go. You gotta go somewhere else. Scary looking. Almost there. There we go. Another bed down. Teamwork, make it go fast. All right, we got this last one we still got to do. Let's go ahead and pull weeds on this one, Dad. You ready?
Yep.
All right.
Let's go.
Oh, damn! It ain't wanting to let go.
Actually, this is easier than I thought.
Yeah. Well, because it's not a compressed soil.
Yeah.
That's the key thing, because you don't walk on it, so it stays semi-friable and loose, so you can pull stuff out. This one is a pain, but just another advantage of raised bed gardens.
Yep.
And a good one. We don't need to fight over them, huh?
Yeah.
What we're going to amend with is a blend of compost, 3 to 5. Right now we got black cow. This is mushroom compost. And then we also got some chicken manure compost. Got some sphagnum peat moss and got some vermiculite coarse. That is the blend that we use, the Mel's Mix Square Foot Garden fame. And I tell you what, it works better than anything I've ever done. If you got a bed, you want to amend it, this is the way to do it. Give it some volume, but also give it a good blend of nutrients. All right, so we went ahead and pulled the weeds on these 3 4x5 beds. Next up is to go ahead, we got to do 2 things. So you obviously got to put nutrition back into it, so we'll use a blend of compost to do that. If you got your own compost, throw that in there too, but it's a blend of 3 to 5 different types of compost, not just traditionally I've used, because I get my stuff at Clegg's Nursery. They have mushroom compost, they have cow manure compost, and they have chicken compost, manure compost. So those are the 3 main things that I go ahead and put in. So we're putting nutrition right back into the soil. You also want some volume. So over time, as it waters, as the rain hits it, you're working with the soil, you're pulling plants out, it takes some out with the roots. You want to give it some volume as well, and we'll use the other 2 key parts of the soil mix, which is vermiculite, and it's a coarse, thicker, bigger pieces of vermiculite, as well as sphagnum peat moss. You can substitute with coco coir, but I just have always stuck with the peat moss. For vermiculite, if you can't find that, you can use perlite as a substitute as well. So what we're going to do is add some of the Sphagnum peat moss and vermiculite to each one of these beds, giving it some volume. Then we'll come over with the compost and we'll get the fork and work it in the top 6 to 8 inches of the soil. And let's get started doing that. It's a mineral.
Yep, went off.
That's all right. Just keep it leg on. It's just the screen went off. So hold it there. There you go. Again, this bed is a little bit lower on volume than the others, so it gets a little bit more of everything. Something called perlite.
Yeah.
Part of the fun is getting the feel of the soil.
Yeah?
Part of the fun is getting your hands dirty in the soil.
Oh yeah.
And it's more than just fun. It's actually good for you. Studies have been shown that. All right, I'm gonna go 1 bag of this black cow manure. Look how black it is.
Yeah. That's good looking stuff.
Very good looking. I don't go with near as much. It's potent stuff here.
That's good stuff.
Especially when it's wet and like this. Hey, I know my hands are in manure. Somebody's got to do it. All right. So again, this bed we'll pour in the one of the compost. This one's the mushroom compost. It doesn't matter what order it goes in. So remember, I added vermiculite, I added some Sphagnum peat moss, then I added in this mushroom compost. Now I'm going to add in some chicken compost. This is that good old black cow. This is how you stay organic, guys, following this kind of mix. It's nothing but organic compost, Sphagnum peat moss, and vermiculite's all organic. I don't have to add 13-13-13, that synthetic fertilizer. That ain't good for you, especially if it gets in your soil, gets in your plants, residue and all that. I don't want to eat that, so stay organic. Blend the 3 to 5 compost. Also, I'm going to come back with some azomite rock dust, which I didn't bring with me over here. I have to come back and do that. That helps for the micronutrients as well. Now, about half of this is left. I'll throw it in the bag. Hold on, Fran, hold on. And back of mushroom compost. All right, we'll put the rest of this chicken manure in here. All right, next but not least, the last thing we're going to go with is some azomite rock dust. This stuff provides incredible micronutrients. It's basically soluble potash, calcium, magnesium, and sodium. It's just a dust. I have no specific volume. I just add it, and it always works. I'm sure you can put too much and affect your soil, but got that part of it done. Let's go back and recycling too. Hey, if you like this content, do me a favor, go ahead and subscribe, like that video. Feel free to share it. Now let's get back to the amending the raised bed garden for fall video. All right, so all we got to do at this point, we got all the amendments on top. We just want to work it in 6-8 inches maybe at the most down in the soil. Trying not to get so deep that we're killing all the earthworms who are valuable for your soil. And you want to get the nutrients working down. They will go down over time, but you want the roots to be able to get to them pretty easily. So there's no rocket science on this side part of it. You just mix it in.
Yeah, it'll be back. We'll get something to come back too.
Yep.
You have to get the shovel?
No, I'm just saying you just use your hands and level it all out, spread it out.
Oh, okay.
Well, let me hit this other side real quick.
Okay. I get a race too.
Camera up. Oh, hold off, Ray. And Lord knows we need it. But it could have waited a few minutes. All right, so these are the two that we got mixed in, and Dad's going around with a rake and kind of leveling it off. Just more that we've got mixed in. That one's about ready.
Yep.
It's ready to plant. What I like to do is when you find blobs like that, and this is chicken manure,
Yeah.
you just want to break it up as much as you can, but it's like it's worse than mud right now, the state it's in. So if you kind of break it up and put it on top, it'll dry out hopefully. Then we'll be good to go, you know. We're just pulling any weeds that we find we maybe missed.
Yeah, especially all the dry stuff.
Yeah.
As we come to see it.
I'm old-fashioned, I guess. I still like to use my hands for this too.
Oh, yeah.
Probably learned that from you at some point. But now you're smarter and wiser, huh?
No, I can't bend my back.
Just oh, that's the reason I got you.
He's easy as I used to.
Now, why are you doing this? Just out of curiosity. Have you always had raised beds?
Nope.
You did what, like conventional rows?
Yeah.
You had them kind of all out in here, huh?
All out in here. I'd have all that plowed up, rowed up, plowed up.
I've been doing that for many, 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 many years.
Yep.
Or something similar. It wasn't necessarily here, but
No, well, yeah. At one time in Mississippi, when we lived over there, I had a whole acre planted.
oh, really?
And one year, I planted a whole acre of tomatoes.
Golly, I bet you had
couldn't
plenty.
even give them away.
Yeah.
After
After a while.
a while,
Well, why'd you kind of go to raised beds?
because you and a book that we all got for Christmas.
Uh-huh. A square foot garden book?
Square foot garden book.
Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Well, it does now after practicing it for several years.
Right.
I'm an old timer. I took seeing to believing.
Yep,
And,
well, you saw my backyard, now you believe.
Yeah.
And this has been your 4th or 5th year, maybe? 'Cause
Uh,
I don't know how many years it's been since we did it originally in here. Well, you had that one first, didn't you? That one? We didn't put them all in one shot.
No, we didn't put them all in one shot. I can't. In fact, these 4 here, this one, and these 2 were the first 4.
Okay.
And then
Then we put that one in.
we put that one in as intended to be just a flower bed.
Oh, okay.
For,
Pull pollinators in and all that, or
yeah,
butterflies?
just well, from Mama.
Yeah.
She wanted flowers, and I just couldn't get enough room. I kept wanting more and more.
Well, that's my half my backyard's raised bed. Somebody commented on one of my videos the other day.
Yeah, but I mean, it's habit forming for one thing.
Yeah.
And it's good for you.
You get outside and get active.
Yep.
And one thing that I really like about it, you know, you will get weeds growing in your garden. There ain't nothing you can do to avoid that, but they're pretty easy to pick out.
Yeah.
If you come out daily, check them, and pull them. I know we were in a different circumstance over the last number of months, but you'll be able to come out every day and look at it now. Pick weeds if you got to. Figure out how the garden's doing. Do you need to add anything? That kind of stuff. So,
Well,
but it's easy to weed.
I want to get in. You taught me something about that automatic
Watering.
watering.
We'll build that for you too.
And I want to go to that because
Oh yeah.
I think that's hindered my process all along, because I always come out in the evening after I get off of work,
Right.
which I don't have to worry about that anymore.
But you know if you got to go out of town, you know if you got to do this or that, you ain't got to worry about it. It's gonna get some water.
Yeah.
Now you may want to come back in the middle of the 100-degree weather and give it a second watering toward the evening.
Yeah,
But you know you're going to get some water to it if you have it automatically set up. That's a key
that's
thing.
right. Yeah.
We'll work on that soon. All right, so guys, that's what I want to cover with y'all today. It's just amend the garden, get it ready for late summer, a fall garden for my dad. Due to circumstances, we wasn't able to get out and do anything in the garden for the last number of months. And now he's able to. We got it set up, and we got the world's best mix, Mel's mix. 3rd vermiculite, 3rd sphagnum peat moss, and a 3rd blend of 3 to 5 compost. You can't go wrong with that, trust me. Even if you got a soil that may be a little bit lesser, do this each season, add this to it, and your soil will improve, guaranteed. Hey, if you like this content, do me a favor, go ahead and subscribe, like this video, and feel free to share it. Garden on, and as always, I will see you on the next video.